Hi all, so we're back for another Jelly JunkAdori hangout. I'm really loving my new Jelly JunkAdori. You know, I've shown you before where I've done these so many times over the years, but I'm telling you, this little one is so much fun. And I think it's because, you know, we're also sharing our time together. And, you know, I've got a feather here on my other journal. Let me just look. I thought I just saw one when I was doing something here earlier. I want to put a feather in that little pocket. Not that I don't have enough of them because I'm always finding them and picking them up. I love feathers. No, I've got it in here somewhere. Not crazy. I just saw it. Here it is. Yeah. So I want to take and put that one right there. Let's make use of that little pocket that we made. Oh, that looks good. Look how that just adds to little pocket. I love it. Okay. So now let's go to today's project. And so the next page in my Jelly Junk book here is this section. So I was doing some jelly printing with my little 3x5, which I keep on my table like it's a rubber stamp. I love, 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 love this. I just use this all the time in so many ways. It's incredible. And so I was working on this other technique that I've been doing for a number of years. This is all jelly printing. Even this, my intuitive scripting is a transfer. So I was working with this sort of watercolor style that I was trying to create here. You guys can see. And I really like the results of it. Let's see. And here is one that I did in my other journal, influenced by the burrow style. So these are the jelly. This is a color wash of acrylic paints. Then this right here is one of my jelly prints, and it looks like chincolet. It's amazing how beautiful this paper goes down. This is the onion skin, and then these are little bundles that I've sewn. These are all eco dyed fibers, and these are vintage African Kuba cloth. It's very old fabric. And so I did these little bundles, but look how great this paper looks. It's just beautiful. So I was working on that, but of course, for our jelly, this is our junk journal. So we're working on the stuff that we're not using in our other pieces, right? So here are just off prints. Like when I was sort of playing with the color, I was playing with my line, what I wanted to transfer. I was just kind of playing with different things before I actually went and printed them. And I was working with color variations. So I did them on these book pages, like I'm always telling you guys to do. So now this is not wasted either, because this gets to go into my Jelly JunkAdori. And also my little sticker book, which I love. What I've been doing with this is that when I come across a quote that I want to remember, I've been writing it on here, and then that way it transfers beautifully into my book, because this is actually a sticky note book. I'll show you guys. And then it's a way for me to capture things I'm thinking about, and or quotes I come across, and then they're ready for me to put them right into my journal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and rip this down. So I'm going to take this section. And I'll take this section here off. So that fits in there. Okay, and then I'm gonna make this, I want this to be the top though. I'm gonna get this. Okay. Once I get this on, then I'll cut that off. Okay, love that. That whole piece goes down. And see, it was all just junk pages. And if I had done it on like a piece of copy or paper or something like that, it wouldn't look nearly as interesting as it does with the text behind it and everything. So that's why I'm always encouraging you guys to definitely, you know, use papers that are waste paper, but that when you end up with something that you like, you know, you can use it, even if we're using it in our, you know, our Gelli junk journals. They're still our journals and our books, and we're going to keep these junk journals forever, right? So it's nothing's wasted. Nothing's wasted. Everything's appreciated. I really am a big lover and believer of wabi sabi. So there's nothing. My scrap papers are still precious to me. Okay, so let's get this on here. Alrighty. Good job. Okay. Alrighty. So my bone folder. This through, just straighten it up a bit so I can see what I got going here. Okay. Perfect. Cut this off the back. I don't like using these scissors because those are my good scissors, and there is these, and there's glue on the back of them. So I don't like those scissors to get gunked up. Okay, so there you go. And alrighty, so that's in there nice. And now what I want to do is I want to put, I was going to plan on putting my Rumi quote over here. See how this comes off? It's actually a sticky notepad. I love this. I got that in a store in Chicago on my last visit there. So I'm going to just kind of put this right over everything, like right there. It says, when you do things from your soul, you feel a river moving you, a joy, Rumi. And that's what we're doing here with the Gelli JunkAdoris. I thought it was so appropriate for obviously what we're doing. And then I have this washi tape here that's black, and it has like it's like a script on it. So I'm gonna put this down over my little pad just for further embellishment. It's not like it's, you know, not like it needs it because it's good and sticky, but oh, come on. But just to add to it. Okay. Come on, tear properly. Don't you hate that when your washi tape does it? Okay, see, it's really neat. It's got like this text going on it, this calligraphy. So I'm going to cut this, get this other piece off my finger. Cut that there. We'll put this down nice and flat right here. And it works well with my writing, and then with have a little bit of this intuitive scripting above it, and then also with the page. So this is like a, you know, the actual text that's on the page. So it's like a great interplay of text and script. I'll show it to you closer, more closer. It's upside down, but you see what I'm saying. This is my intuitive scripting. This is from the washi tape. This is the writing, the roomy piece. So it's just a nice blend. I like that. And I'm not gonna glue this down. I think I'm gonna leave it up for right now because I like the idea that there's a place underneath. But I also feel like it'd be nice if I had something there a little heavier to hold it down. So I wonder if I use like a piece of, just looking at my little scrap pile. You know what? I have an idea. Something a little stronger just to hold this down so it doesn't flap. So look at my little scrap bin here. I know I have like a little heavier cardstock with something on it that would be of interest. Because all this stuff is the scraps from the pages here. Like this one is good. You guys know how much I love my Chinese dictionary. So wow, this is almost perfect right there. I'm just going to take a piece of that. I'm going to glue that on there to act as a transition, and see how it's flipping up so to kind of hold it down. So let me see how I want to do this. I just want a little edge kind of thing. You know, something like that. Okay. Perfect. Alrighty. So let's put this stuff back up right now. So let's just take and cut a piece here. Alrighty, so let's just get a strip on here and glue. So I don't want to put up. Okay, so I'm just going to glue just the top edge of this just a little bit. Let's see if this does the trick, if it'll sort of hold it down. Just kind of putting this on there. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah, see, it gives it more weight. So now that's it's sticking up, but it'll once as I close the book and things settle, it actually is holding this down so that it gives some weight to this edge. Plus, it just gives an added, you know, dimension to the text and what have you. Alrighty. So I like that. I don't know what else I'm gonna do right there right now, if anything, because I really do like the way the prints and everything are looking. So I'm gonna go on this side. So it happens that on that same day when I was playing, and this is the next sheet, but look, I actually have stuff that'll work with it nicely. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of tear these out as elements. And even though these are, you know, junk pieces, I do like what I was doing there. So it's a great way to sort of remember the technique or what it looked like. So that, because oftentimes, you know, I'll go through my journals, of course, for additional inspiration. And then I have my ideas right there versus them being in the trash because, you know, it was on some scrappy paper. And then I'm like, I don't want this. And you throw it away and it's gone. So I like that. And look, it blends in nicely. that over there. So let me just glue this down. Alrighty. So put that there. Looking good. And then I want to add this in. I think I'll put this way. And end it there. So make a little point here so that I can know where I want this to go. Alrighty. Perfect. Oh, I love it. Just sort of turning that print the opposite way. Works well, but I'll actually cut this once I'm done gluing it down. And see, this little throwaway print just becomes some great inspiration here in my Gelli junk journal. Alrighty, perfect. It's great. I love it. Got an idea for this, but this has made me think of it, but I don't want to use that. So, because it's not grunge enough for this look. So I'm just going to take in, which is what I should have done before, just use my straight edge and tear it. I prefer this sort of edge than the cut edge, but anyway. Alrighty, so let me just get all this back together. Okay. Love it. I'll show this to you guys. So look how those little scrap prints just came together so nicely. But I do have an idea for this. I'm going to show you guys. I have some linen. This is like old linen yarn. Although it looks like that sort of burlappy stuff that you can get. So I think I'm going to put it like right here so that, you know, it'll actually hold this flap down, but I can lift the flap up. So I'm going to make it a little longer than what I need. So it's like it becomes more of like a little secret hideaway place. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of this yoo-hoo on one end. Just go ahead and put it down. Use my bone folder to just really get it nice and flat and press that glue down. It also sort of splays out that piece a little bit. And then, I guess it wants a little more glue. Normally I would use PVA, but I'm going to actually put a piece of washi tape over it, so it'll be fine. So the same thing here. So I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put the washi tape over it that way, hold it in place. So I have this little piece of tape, number 13. How great is that? Because 13's always been a lucky number for me, actually. So I'm going to just put that right there next, and to cover up the thing. But oh, I really like this. See how, you know, trying to solve problems actually lead to really good idea. So I want to make sure that that is like that. Love it. Okay, so now that'll hold that in place, and then I can cut this. Well, I'm just going to actually put some glue on it first. I'm going to see what I'm going to put the glue here. Then I don't have to worry about it. Take a little bit of the glue off of here because I really want to get it where I want it. I don't want the glue to go where it wants to go. So let's pull this across and then put some glue right underneath here. And then that goes right in it. Perfect. And I'm using my bone folder to really flatten this cord. Because it's a natural fiber, it's really doing a good job of splaying out. Like you can see, I'll show you guys a little closer. See how it really just flattens. You just use a bone folder and you can really get that piece really nice and flat so that when you go to put the washi tape on top of it, there's already extra glue there, which makes the washi tape stay in place better. And this one, I'm just going to take, because I don't want it to be 13, 14, so I'm just going to take the one and the lines that were before it, put that down. I think I'll do it the opposite way versus, no, I'll keep it the same way. So let me just, but I want to make sure that, I want the one on the page. So these lines right here, I'm going to have to cut because I want this paper to, I still want this to be able to move up and down. See, I want that to still be able to come out. So let's just cut some of this off here. There we go. Perfect, actually. That's good. So here's my bone folder. Really want to tack this. See? But yet this will still slide out. So it really becomes a sort of secret little pocket area there. At least, when, you know, as I'm flipping through my journal, I don't have to worry about this sort of getting bent or folded at some point strange because, you know, the weight of this came down on it wrong. So I love that. So then this slides right underneath this little piece of twine. And perfect. And actually, I was going to get rid of this, but I think I'm not going to now. I think I'm just going to open it up a bit so that it just kind of forms like this little tab. And just leave it hanging off the edge like that. I like that. Because I like things hanging off, you know, and what have you. So I like that. Just cut it down just a little bit because I don't want it to hang too far out the book. But I do like the idea of it being there. So let's see. A little tassel or something. All righty. There we are. Now that works. I like that. So we just, you know, discovered just kind of like just impromptu came up with another way to make a little pocket area. And yet it still blends in well with the jelly print. I mean, it looks all organic. I mean, it really looks like it's planned. And we know that none of this has been planned because we're just sort of moving page by page and whatever represents itself. That's a little drawing that I did and transferred onto plate. So there we have it. So another jelly junking, and now this is our next, so that would be the next spread I'm going to go to. So there really isn't any color there, so whatever I do, that's going to work in well. Plus back here we got a little pocket, so we'll end up doing something with that. But it's coming along, and I like the way this little notepad works really well to blend in with the other craft paper. Yeah, I found this at this store called Judy Maxwell's when I was in Chicago. And yeah, it's a whole book. I think it was maybe like $9. It's sticky notes. But what made it so special was it is chunky like that. It does look like a little old, you know, style book. It even has like a little thing on the spine. Love that. And most importantly, graph paper, a whole pack of it. So I just thought this was perfect for me to use with my Gelli JunkAdori. And of course, I can take a little stack of it and put it in here. So when I'm traveling, I'll have it with me. Alrighty, so there we have it, guys. So would love to see what you all are doing. Remember to join the, love it. Remember to join my Facebook group, Clarity Through Color. And that's a great place where you can just, you know, show me what you're doing. We can share over there. So it's Clarity, CLARITY through THRU colors, COLOR. It is a private group, but you know, you request, you know, I let everybody in. So, you know, you just have to request, and then I'll grant you access. And then it's just, you know, so many people who follow my work, follow my my style of art across all my platforms, from YouTube to Pinterest to my blog to my website. It's just a whole host of people over there, and we just all share art. So it's a great place to share the art, even though, you know, you're supporting me on Patreon or you're over on YouTube. It's a great place just to come and hang out. All righty. Okay, guys, take care, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.